There are reports of firing near an army camp in Rajouri district. One soldier has been injured in this particular incident. There are reports of firing in an army camp, and while reports they suggest that troops have foiled an overnight terror attack over an army camp at Manjakote in Rajouri. The army has not confirmed this incident yet. In fact, there has been another encounter in Jammu and Kashmir, this time in Kulgam. At least 2 soldiers, they have lost their lives, and 5 terrorists, they were killed in 2 encounters in Kulgam district of Jammu and Kashmir. The encounters, it took place in Prisar, Jinigam and Modergam areas of the South Kashmir district. Search operations are underway. Both the operations have concluded, and the security forces have maintained a tight cordon of the respective areas. The confrontation unfolded after a joint operation which was launched by the CRPF, Indian Army and local police after receiving intelligence about a terrorist presence in Modegam village. And Nazir joins us to get us more details. Nazir, we have seen instances of encounters there. This region has recently seen a surge in terrorist activities with several encounters being reported across different districts of Jammu and Kashmir now.
Well, up and down in militancy is not anything new. Militancy was never out. They may have been down. But having said that, after twin encounters in Kulgam, there are reports of firing near an army camp at a place called Manjakote in Rajouri district, which has been the site of major attacks in the last few years. So reportedly, there was a pre-dawn, incident of firing. Some say attack on an army camp, which has been foiled by the army. One army soldier has been injured, and he is reported to be out of danger. He has been shifted to hospital. This clearly shows, if it is an attack, which army has not confirmed so far, clearly a sign of, huge challenge for the army, which they have been battling and fighting. Because this region has become the biggest security challenge for the security force in Rajouri region. For the last 3 years, 39 soldiers have been killed without any substantial damage to militants after every attack. And in this incident also, it appears that the militants may have managed to escape, taking advantage of the topography and the thick forest area. And this incident happened, when the security force are engaged in a major operation in Kulgam, where 5 militants have been killed since yesterday afternoon in 2 encounters. First encounter started in a place called Modergam in Kulgam district yesterday afternoon, when troops and the army and the police and CRPF, they launched a joint operation based on a specific information about presence of militants. But they came under heavy firing, in which one special forces personnel paratrooper was killed. He was initially injured, then later died due to injuries. Simultaneously, another operation was launched by the security force in a place called Prisar area in Kulgam district. In the evening, drone footage showed 4 bodies of militants. So one soldier was also killed in the gunfight. This morning, as the encounters ended and the search started, the target houses have been completely reduced to the rubble where these militants were hiding. One more body has been recovered in Modergam village. So the number of militants who have been killed in these twin encounters has risen to 5. Security forces believe there could be more bodies under the rubble. That's why searches are going on, and also to see if there are weapons as well. So the search operation is underway, and the encounter has ended during the night at the both places in Kulgam district.
Nazir, this region has seen peace for some time, especially after the abrogation of Article 370. What might be the reason of the increase in such incidents?
Well, militancy is always proportionate to the kind of support they get from across the border in terms of the sending the men who are trained and motivated to carry out such incidents in the valley and the kind of weapons they send. When it comes to local recruitment, that has come down drastically. There's a huge, success for the security force and the government. When it comes to locals are not, we see less and less number of locals are joining militancy, and rather a few in just in double digits, not in triple, not in a few in last 7 months or 6 months. But in this group, which has been killed in Kulgam today, appear to be locals, and they have been part of militancy, particularly Hizbul Mujahideen group for last few years. One of them is said to be the commander. But Rajouri Poonch has posed a major challenge after the recent attack. Prince himself took note of it, and even during his address in Srinagar, during his Srinagar visit recently, Prime Minister reiterated government's commitment to eliminate militancy from the region. Home Minister has also, taken a series of meetings on the security situation. And also, Army Chief, the new Army Chief, his first visit was also Rajouri Poonch region to review the security situation and operational preparedness. This is a region which is the topography is the challenge, proximity with the line of control is the challenge, and more bigger challenge in the intentions from the across the border. If they want to send more militants, that becomes a challenge. Or also how the drug cartel is also sustaining militancy. That is a bigger challenge, much more complex challenge than what it may appear. So it's a complex situation, but there have been 3 incidents since yesterday, 2 encounters in Kulgam district where 5 militants have been killed. Search operation is on, and there was an incident of firing in Rajouri in one place has been